Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Tahira Khatun. Hope all are doing well, happy and healthy. Today I am going to explain tenses. Tenses is a very important grammar point and it is lengthy also. We have to learn this in two parts. So this is a part 1. Here I will explain the tenses, how many types and how to use the helping verbs and main verbs, all those things. In making correct sentences, we must understand the tenses. We must know the helping verbs and main verbs perfectly. For verbs, in verbs video, in parts of speech verbs video, I had given the detailed explanation. You see that again, and you have to prepare so many verb forms, hundreds of verb forms. If you prepare, it will be easy to you to take various types of verbs in various type of tenses. Frankly speaking, tenses are three types in all other languages also along with English. Just we know that present tense, past tense and future tense. Present means the present situation we are explaining. Past is which is completed in past days. Future is which is going to happen. Which is going to happen. So in this way, we divided three types of situations to explain the work. These present tense, past tense, future tense, furthermore elaborated, we will see next. Just let us see what are the helping verbs, because in tenses helping verbs play a major role. We must take a correct helping verb and main verb. So what are the helping verbs? Some of the helping verbs I am giving here. See, am, is, are. These are the helping verbs used for present tense. Am is especially along with I subject. Is for singulars, are is for plurals in present tense. Was and were, these are for the past tense. Was is past singular, were is for past plural subjects. Have, has, these are the for a present perfect tense. Had is past for a past perfect tense sentences. Been, perfect continuous tense. Will or shall for future tense. Be is indicating some be forms, and also in the future continuous tense we use this. Do, did, does, also indicating present past, and does also present tense. May, might, should, would, could, ought to, all these are the helping verbs. We must remember these helping verbs, how to use, when to use. So, in the tenses, helping verbs and main verbs play a major role. So, we must be very perfect in these verbs. Next, if you see here, there are three types of persons I had written in a table. This table is also very important to remember. Not only in tenses, always in the grammar, you must understand what are the three persons, what are the singulars and the plurals, and what are the changes we have to do along according to these subjects in helping verbs and main verbs. So there are three types of persons. First person, I had written in the table singular and plural. For a first person, singular is I, for person, plural is we. Okay, next, second person. Second person, singular is you, plural also you. See here, singular also you, plural also you. Why? Especially in English language, it happens. How means, in English language, for one person also we address as you. You Geeta, come here. You Gopal, you read this. In this way. You students complete this work. Means here you students, plural it is. So many students are there. To them also we are indicating as you, addressing as you. So this is the logic here, singular also you, plural also you. We must understand when we are reading a sentence or when we are making a sentence, while we are using you, maybe it is a singular or a plural. We have to observe it. And always for the you, the helping verb will be always in the present tense are. Next, third person. Because no singular, na? No is. Always are we have to use. Next, third person. In third person, singular is he, she, it, plural is they. Means for a singular he, plural is they. For a singular she, plural is they. For a singular it, plural is they. So, in this way, whole subjects are divided into three types: I, we, you, he, she, it, they. These are the subjects. In these places, we can take the names also. In the place of you can take any name. In the place of he, you can take any male name. In the place of she, we can take any female name. In the place of it, we can take living things and non-living things. Living things are animals, plants, trees, all those. Non-living things, monuments, all those. So, in this way, we can take living things and non-living things in it. For it also, plural is they. So, this is the introduction for tenses with the three main tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Helping verbs I had given, and these are the three persons divided into singular and plural and how to use those. Next, we will see what are the other types of tenses from out of these three type of tenses. Now, let us see what are the other forms of tenses. In English language, tenses are further divided into so many types. Means there are only three types of tenses in all other languages, but especially in English language, those three types of tenses are divided into furthermore elaborated according to the situation of the work. We have to use these tenses. Situation of the work means how it is doing, when it is doing, means in say, present tense. Maybe in present tense also four types of situations are there. So all those, let us see what are those. If you take present tense, first in present tense there are four types of tenses. We can divide it, present tense into four types. What are those? Simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So, simply I had given the helping verbs also, because in tenses helping verbs play a great role, so that we can understand when this work is done. So, see, in simple present tense, just we have to take a subject and a verb. Verb also V1 we have to take, and as I have written there is add s or es to the verb. In singulars, with the singular subjects we have to add s or es to the verb. These are the rules we have to follow while writing the simple present tense sentence. Here I am roughly telling these rules. In the next video, I will give the complete rules and along with the examples. So, when we have to use a simple present tense, how to make the sentences, all those we can learn in the next video. I will continue these videos in the part 2. This is like a part 1, because tenses is a long lengthy topic. Next, present continuous tense. In present continuous tense, we have to take the helping verbs am, is, are plus V4. These V1 and V4 and V3, I am using these verb forms. What are those? I already explained in the parts of speech in verbs. You can go to back to my videos and you can understand there what are the verb forms. Three and four types of verb forms are there. Already I explained. You can see that video, verbs video. So present continuous tense is the second type. Here we tell the sentences those work is in progress. Now the work is in progress. That type of sentences we write in present continuous tense. Am is the helping verb, especially for the subject I. Is used for singular subjects, or is used for plural subjects. And in continuous tense always we have to take V4, means adding ing to the V1. For example, go, going, write, writing, speak, speaking, read, reading, in this way. So this is simple present tense and present continuous tense. Next, present perfect tense, third one. Present perfect tense means a short while ago the work is completely, perfectly completed. A short while ago the work is perfectly completed. This is perfect present perfect tense. Here in this tenses we have to use the helping verbs have or has plus V3. Have or has, there is one option there. So this one I will explain in the next video. Next, see the which we have to take, when we have to take a have, when we have to take a has. All these we will learn in the next video along with examples. And V3 is the third form of a verb. Go, went, gone. Gone is the third form. Speak, spoke, spoken. Write, wrote, written. Third one is the, in perfect tense always we have to take V3. Next, present perfect continuous tense. In present perfect continuous tense, means a short while ago the work was started and completed, continued for some time. Some time back, the work started and continued for some time. Perfectly. That's why it is a present perfect continuous tense. So here in this type of sentences, we have to take the helping verb have been or has been plus V3 plus since or for. Have been or has been. Like in the third one, present perfect tense also we have an option of have or has. We can take have or has. So here also have been or has been we have to take plus V3. Like in the perfect tense, here also V3 we have to take. Furthermore, since or for, these are the prepositions actually. But here these are the words we have to take in the present continuous tense. By using these words we can write a long sentence. While writing the examples, I will explain that how to use since and for, what is its meaning, everything. So, in this way, in present tense, there are 4 types of tenses. Simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Now, let us see the past tense. In past tense also, again, 4 types of tenses we can make, like in the present tense itself. Like simple present tense, here simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Simple past tense means simply the work is completed. The type of sentences we write in the simple past tense. Here we have to take just subject plus V2. V2 means past verb. Go, went. Went is V2. Go, went. And write, wrote. Wrote is the past tense. In this way we have to take the past verb V2. Simple in this way we can make simple past tense sentences. Next, past continuous tense. In the past continuous tense, in the past the work started and was in progress. In the past the work was in progress. That type of sentences we write in the past continuous tense. Here we have to take the helping verbs was or were plus V4. Why we take was? For singulars we take was, for plurals we take were. Plus V4, like go, going, write, writing, swim, swimming. In this way we have to take add ing to the V1. So in past continuous tense we have to take for a singular subjects was, for plural subjects were, plus V4. Always in the continuous tense, I told you, always we have to take V4 in continuous tense. What type of, maybe it is continuous, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. In all type of continuous tense we have to take V4. You must remember, V4 means adding ing to the verb. V1 plus ing, go going, write writing, read reading, walk walking, in this way. So in past the work was in progress. That type of sentences we write in past continuous tense. Next let us see third one, past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Similarly in the present perfect tense, here past perfect tense. In past perfect tense, we have to take the helping verbs had plus V3. I told you in the present perfect tense also we have taken V3. Here also we have to take V3. Means always in the perfect tense we have to take V3. V3. To understand this one, we must understand verb forms, 4 types of verbs. I had given you in the verbs video, and accordingly you have to further more practice verbs. Hundreds of verbs you have to practice. So in the past the work was perfectly completed. In the past the work was perfectly completed. In the present perfect tense, a short while ago the work was perfectly completed. In the past perfect tense, some time back, maybe 2 days, 3 days, 1 month, in this way. Long back also you can take, long back also. So that time in the past tense, past time the work was perfectly completed. The type of sentences we write in the past perfect tense. Present, in present perfect tense, a short while ago the work was perfectly completed. That type of sentences we write in the present perfect tense. Whatever it may be the perfect tense, we must take V3. Always in the perfect tense, we have to take V3. Always in the continuous tense, we have to take V4. This one you remember. Next, fourth one is past perfect continuous tense. Past, like present perfect continuous tense, here past perfect continuous tense. Means in the past, the work was perfectly continued for some time. In the past, the work was perfectly continued for some time. Here, what are the helping verbs we have to take? As usual, had. In the past perfect tense, always we have to take had. In the past perfect continuous also we have to take had. In the present perfect tense, we have some option of taking have or has, helping verbs. But in the past perfect tense, only had we have to take. Only had for all type of subjects. Similarly, in the past perfect continuous tense, we have to take along with had, been we have to take, because the work was in progress. The work was in progress, that's why we have to take been. Same type of work was in progress, we have to take V4. That is the rule for the simple continuous tense. Only continuous tense it is. Maybe present continuous or past continuous, but it is perfect continuous. In perfect continuous, we have to take been also along with V4. Being it is a past tense, we have to, being it is a past perfect, we have to take had. Being it is continuous tense, we have to take been, plus being it is continuous tense, we have to take V4, plus as usual in the perfect continuous tense, we have to take a since or for also to tell the time, work time. So in this way, in past perfect continuous tense, we have to take the helping verbs had been plus V4 plus since or for. Right? In this way, these are the 4 types of tenses in past tense. 4 types in present tense, 4 types in past tense. Next, in future tense. Also again 4 types of tenses. Again, first one is simple, second one is continuous, third one is perfect, fourth one is perfect continuous. So, simple future tense, simply for telling a simple future, in future, evening or tonight or tomorrow, next month, next year. In this way, we are talking about this time. While telling about this time sentences, we have to write in the simple future tense. To indicate a simple future tense, always we have to take a will or a shall. To indicate a future tense, always we have to take will or a shall. Whenever will or shall is there in the sentence, you must understand it is a future tense. Whenever there is a will or a shall in the sentence, you must understand it is a future tense. Again, what type of future tense it is? because there are 4 types of future tenses. In all 4 types we will get will or shall. So just after seeing will or shall, you can decide it is you can confirm that the sentence is in future tense. Next, according to the helping verbs, furthermore helping verbs, you can decide what type of future tense it is, what type of. So in simple future tense, along with will or shall, we will take V1. Just V1 we take. Means I will attend the college tomorrow. I will or I shall. Sometimes it is said that along with I and we will take shall. For the rest of the subjects we will take will, but nowadays we are using will or shall with along any subject. I shall attend the college tomorrow. I will attend the college tomorrow in this way. We shall attend the meeting tomorrow in this way. This is the simple future tense. Next, future continuous tense. In future, the work will continue for some time. The type of sentences we write in the future continuous tense. What are the helping verbs here? Just like as I told you, for the indicating future tense, we must take will or shall. Because it is future tense, will or shall is necessary along with the subject. Plus, as it is continuous tense, we must take be. As it is continuous tense, future continuous tense, we must take be. Plus, as it is continuous tense, as I told you, always in the continuous tense we have to take V4. Understood? So will subject plus will or shall plus be plus V4. I shall be playing match next week by this time. Next week by this time I will be playing match. Next week, in future, the work will be in progress. The type of sentence, future continuous tense. Next, third one, perfect tense. Which perfect? Future perfect. So in future perfect tense, see, in future the work will be completed perfectly. In future means tomorrow by this time I will have completed my examination. Completed, perfectly completed. Means here again, as it is a future tense, will or shall you must take. Plus as it is a perfect tense, you must take have. And here you observe how you have to take as it is a perfect tense. In present perfect tense, you have one option of taking have or has. For some subjects you have to take have, for some subjects you have to take has. Okay. Next, in past perfect tense, you have to take only had. For all type of subjects, you have to take only had. Right? Now, in the future perfect tense, you have to take only have. For all type of subjects, you take have. So, in future perfect tense, along with the subject, will or shall, you have to take, as it is indicating future tense. And for indicating perfect tense, you take have. Plus, in perfect tense, we have to take the verb 3. Means in all sentences, we must have verb forms. Any verb is necessary. So that verb, which verb we have to take? V1, V2, V3, V4. Which verb we have to take? That one we have to decide. So in perfect tense, always we have to take V3. In present perfect also, past perfect also, future perfect also. Always we have to take V3. And in continuous tense, always we have to take V4. So in this way, we must remember where we have to take which type of verb, because there are 4 types of verbs. And another rule is, without a verb we can't complete a sentence. But in different sentences, different type of verbs we have to take. So we must understand in which sentence we have to take what type of verb. V1, V2, V3, V4. What type of verb we have to take. For that, we must understand the meaning of a verb. We must know hundreds of verbs practice. I told you already in verbs video that you have to practice so many verb forms. I explained some verb forms, and I request you to learn so many verbs. So in future perfect tense, along with the subject will or shall is necessary plus have plus V3. Next, fourth one is future perfect continuous tense. In future perfect continuous tense, along with the subject, we have to take will or shall plus have plus been plus V4 plus since or for. Here in the, as it is a future tense, we have to take will or shall. As it is a perfect tense, we have to take have plus been because perfect continuous tense. Because it is a perfect continuous tense, we have to take have been. In a past perfect continuous tense, we have taken had been. In present perfect continuous tense, we have taken has been or have been. So here in future perfect continuous tense, we have to take have been plus V4, means as it is continuous tense, we have to take V4 plus in the perfect continuous tense, we have to use since or for also to indicate correct time period of the work. In this way, in future perfect continuous tense, along with the subject, we have to take will or shall plus have been plus V4 plus since or for. So all these are the 4 types in future tense, 4 types in present tense, 4 types in past tense, 4 types in future tense. Total 12 type of tenses are there in English language. So these are the list of 12 type of tenses I had given you. You can write it in the notebook, you can practice it, you read, give reading. So many times you give reading. Otherwise you rewind the video and listen carefully again and again, because it is very important grammar point. Tenses is you must know there are 12 type of sentences. That's why you must understand what are the 12 types in each and every tense, what type of helping verb we have to use, what type of main verb we have to use. All these things you must remember well. Then only you will be perfect in tenses. If you are perfect in tenses, you can easily make sentences and you can easily communicate without any mistakes. While you are speaking simple present tense or simple past tense, if you use their will or shall, total meaning is changing. Here you have to tell present situation, but people will understand. You may do that in future, not now. So this type of so many misunderstandings will arise and total work will be spoiled. That's why understanding these tenses along with helping verbs and main verbs is very necessary. Hope all of you understood this, and this is part 1 in tenses. I will release part 2 also as soon as possible. And if you like this video, like, share and subscribe. Write your comments in the comment box. Thank you very much.